Hello all. This is my new CMS assessment, and I changed platforms from my original, which I already explained in my blog post, so I don't want to repeat in the interest of time here. But suffice it to say, I wanted to make the dialogue between myself and the students more meaningful in the assessment, and I thought I would be able to capture that or to achieve that better using Google Docs through Google Classroom. So this is what the assessment looks like. It is clearly labeled as summative, which is one of the criterion in my rubric, is that it has to be labeled clearly as summative or formative. It has directions here, and then down here you'll see a few things attached. This is the actual assignment. Each student would get a copy of that, and because I originate it, I can make comments on their document at any time, even before they submit, and they don't have to share it with me. That's just automatically done. This is a rubric here that they could refer to. It looks, like a basic rubric. It shows the point values and the qualifications in each section, so they would know, what the guidelines are. And then down here is also an example in-class essay that we would have looked at already in class, but that they could refer to. It has an example topic. This is the outlined version of it, and then this is the written out version. So they would be able to look at that too as they worked on their own essay. And then this is their actual assignment. It has the directions here that they have to choose a topic below to write a 5-paragraph essay. That's one of the things I really like about this assignment, is that the student is actively engaged in the creation of the assessment and the results through the comment section with the teacher, which is one of my criterion in the rubric. It really, I think, authentically shows what they know more than, for example, a multiple choice test would, because there you could potentially guess an answer, but here they actually are taking information and using it to make an argument, manipulating it in their own way to make an argument, and I think that will show more authentic knowledge of what they actually know about the early years of the United States. And then down here I even put prompt reminders of what would go in each section so that their organization can be correct as well. In terms of the rubric, my rubric 4.0, I think the assessment matches up really well to it. My rubric talks about how it needs to reflect what's being learned in the classroom. The students have to be engaged in the quality and creation of results of the assessment. It has to be identified as formative or summative, which I've done. It needs to provide meaningful feedback to the student and to the teacher. Again, I think being able to, through the comments and the Google Doc, being able to interact with my students in that way and understand their reasoning and allow them to see my reasoning would create a really meaningful dialogue between us. It's accessible to all learners because I think being able to type it rather than to write it makes it more accessible. I also think students would be able to, if they need to, speak into the computer and have it be written out if that's an accommodation that they need. It uses digital tools, which is another aspect of my rubric. So I just really like how it turned out, and this is it.